Hello again, and welcome back to another daily technical analysis video. In this particular video, we'll be covering BNB. Now, as we've seen that based on yesterday's closure, we've had a significant bounce off of this bottom of the channel, the fib channel, which has been respected 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 times potentially at least. Based on the daily's closure, well, we have to wait on the daily closure first to signify or confirm even this bounce, but also a possible hammer candle and engulfing candle. We see that the volume here is actually pretty significant as well, which is good for the bulls to potentially bounce off of this level. We also see that there is a bullish divergence with a rising RSI, but a decline from here to here, from peak to peak at least. If you compare those levels, we see a bullish divergence, and therefore the reversal is being confirmed right now for that divergence. Based on divergences, it is likely to at least hit the 55 pocket, which it still has not, so it may potentially keep squeezing upwards. But we want to keep in mind that although this is a pretty significant green candle, we are previously in a downtrend. So this could just simply be a retracement for this big leg down before any continuations downwards. In the macro perspective, we still have this S1, S3 in confluence with the daily level as a next support level if we do see a break or continuation downwards from here. Followed by that will be another daily one right below it, though it's a bit weaker because it doesn't have much confluence. Also, another piece of confluence for here is the 377, so that'll be a nice place to see a bounce off if we continue to go down. But nevertheless, since we are going up, we want to see if we do get the closure above here, we can see some sort of retest of this region around here before continuing upwards. But we want to be careful again, since we're downtrending, to look for potentially macro shorts. But given that the momentum looks like this, and if we cross back up to 20, we could be finding a bottom around here, but we need to see how the price action reacts to it, whether it be a double bottom or something. I don't know if that's necessary. But we got to check the 4-hour time frames to see whether anything shows the potential signs. I mean, we've had this double bottom right here, and no closures below this bottom wick, which is a pretty good sign. And we've also got the bullish divergence, and the momentum's driving the prices up, which is in confirmation to this reversal pattern on the 4-hour time frame. Currently, we are finding resistance right here, which is the 55 pocket. No, sorry, the 55 EMA yellow, the HP. And I'm pretty sure there's another level too. I think it's like a 4-hour level. Approximately around there. I mean, we've had a bounce off of this level so far. So we may be seeing a retracement of this leg at least. Whether it be setting in a new higher low to potentially signify a change in the trend, or even just some sort of range formation around this level. We do see that the EMAs are starting to converge, which is a good sign, but it's not an outright reversal. We could see, well, first we're seeing the 55 being tested, but if it does break beyond here, we can see the 100 being tested next. Like previously, the 100 usually gets tested first, and then rejection follows afterwards. So right now I would be looking for, if we do break above this, a test of the 100 EMA next. But right now, I don't think it would just shoot straight up. We could be looking for a retracement coming in soon, especially since there's this resistance here. Although the stochastics and momentum doesn't really show a termination to this push yet, if we look into the hourly time frame, we see that the stochastics are suggesting a bearish divergence from this peak to this peak. The RSIs do not suggest, however, but even then, both of these momentum indicators are pretty overbought, and so either a retracement or some sort of reset can occur to help it keep pushing up further in price. The next level would also be the 377 for the 1-hour time frame. But what we can see though is that the EMAs are starting to lose its structure, which is on a kind of like a bullish signal. We see that the trend is uptrending, and the momentum had been increasing, but right now not much so. So what I'm looking for is both an hourly retracement, but also a 4-hour retracement too. That's what I want to be careful about. So we got a new 4-hour candle. This is reaching the 80 level, strong for the bulls. I mean, if you're looking for a retracement, then it will retrace deeper. If we were looking for a retracement, then it would retrace to any of these levels. We could see a retracement here to this 4-hour level, or just this level right here, or here. What I like about these retracements is that they line up with horizontals, but we need to see how far it might go. Because if we do, we could test here, but we gotta keep in mind that the previous level had a low, so if we break further beyond that, we would be breaking the trend structure for the 1 hour. But then if that does happen, that confirms the 4-hour retracement, and therefore a downtrend on the 1 hour, most likely, before being bought up to rise further up. But right now, what I would be looking for is probably some sort of buy around this level. It has a 21 EMA 4-hour level, but also an order block. I believe we can consider that an order block. If we get rid of the Fibonacci channel for now, we go from the top to the bottom like this. And we pull out the order block. Should be a 1 hour order block, so you cannot really use that fib on the 4-hour time frame. It's difficult to use any fibs at all for this level, especially since it's a 1 hour order block. Let's see. By the time it comes down to this level, it should have retraced enough for the momentum to reset. But what we're looking for if we want to continue to the upside is to wait for the momentum to reset in some form. Either be coming back down past the 80 or just staying above here, coming down a little and then pushing back up with a bounce off the 80. But right now I could be seeing some sort of decline, especially since resistance. Maybe even like a downtrend decline before hitting around this level. I'll be looking for this level as a key level to buy first. I wonder if there's volume. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. The point of control is around this level as well. So we could see a retest. We never actually had a proper retest of even this level, even the 4-hour or the point of control. So we could be seeing a dragged out before we retest here, and then the continuation back up. No longer point of control in the 4-hour, but we still got a high volume node. So I don't think it can just happen right now, but maybe even then it'll come back eventually before you can bring it back up to the upside. So that in that case, that would be a higher high, a higher low. Bring a retracement into. That's what I don't really like. That there's no actually retracement level in between here. So I could see a push down to this level, the 382, which is in confluence of this previous breakout level. Yeah, I would consider that a breakout level because of significant volume on this green candle. The bullish thing is that these green candles are starting to pick up in volume. So I would suggest this level actually down here to be rebought. So we want to wait for that level to be retested. Even ladder in the position from here down to here. Yeah, 55 EMA too. But essentially that's the stance here. Although the 4-hour is kind of in a transition zone because we don't see a definite trend. Previously it was a downtrend, but right now it's just a single leg. We want to see whether a higher low is set in and then a higher high to confirm an uptrend. We can play it in anticipation beforehand, I hope. But we got to keep in mind that the daily is still downtrending. Although it's downtrending, the reason we can play longs here is because we are expecting some sort of retracement from this leg down. So we are still downtrending on the daily, expecting the retracement, and therefore playing those longs on the lower time frames, especially on the 1 hour with the order block coming here. But anyways, that's a quick update on this pair. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something from it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button to get more of this quality videos.